What's up guys, welcome back to the video. My name is Ian Gatter and obviously I am delightful to be giving you my 2 cents about what we now have coming is the new 5-star character, Harmony character, Robin. Obviously, for all those who have not been following the story, she got like a crack down her chest, which signified that she probably will be dead. But obviously, the story is yet to be revealed by Honkai Star Rail. But with that said, let's hop into it. I'm not going to read the post, obviously, about what she says. We all know she's like a singer of some sort, but the main kind of take from all this, I'm just gonna make it as unscripted as possible, is the fact that I knew they were going to be removing another 5-star Harmony character. I think everybody knew they were going to be removing a new 5-star Harmony character. I think it was just a matter of when, specifically which patch specifically. Now we don't have the second character who's going to be coming to 2.2, but I think all thoughts are going towards the fact that it's going to be Sam. And I think if you started watching videos obviously with me, you know that I have about 4 accounts, and each account is kind of at a mark of about 200 stellar passes, ready for characters that I'm kind of now saving up for. So I'll give you like a kind of rough estimate. I think I'll put it as I talk while I'm editing. So one of my accounts is actually an account with Ruin May, and that account right now has about 210 polls, if I'm not wrong. I'm just talking off my head, but I'll just put in the edit. But it has about 200 polls, 210 polls over there, and that's the account that I'm actually saving for Sam. The reason why is because it has a Huohuo in the account, and then obviously has my Ruin May, which is obviously quite a good Harmony character to begin with. And then now for Robin, I was actually going to save and summon for her on my Sealer account. So my Sealer account is basically the first account that I got when I started Star Rail, and this account, unfortunately, it has a lot of good characters, but it doesn't have their light cones. That's the only problem. So on this account, it was mostly summoning for the character rather than just saving and then summoning for both the character and the light cone. And then I started different accounts, which is the 4 accounts that I have, and I realized it's actually better to save up and get a character and their light cone as opposed to just getting the character and playing with a free-to-play light cone. So what I would actually even advise most free-to-play players, if they have one account that they're using and playing, is that you always only ever want to summon for an account if you have, or summon for a character if you have about 240 to 320 polls. So I'd say 240 is your sweet spot, and the reason why I say that is because if you're guaranteed to win the 50-50, right, which is you summon and then you win that 50-50 100%, then that's 80 pulls gone unless you're lucky, right? But then when you come to summoning for the light cone, half the time, as much as it's a 70% guarantee that you'll get the light cone, you can be like me on my Sparkle summon, where you basically get another light cone entirely. So what I'd say is, if you're a free-to-play account, or rather a free-to-play account, if you're a free-to-play player, what I would suggest is that you always have a sweet spot of about 160 to 240 Stellar Jade if you are planning to summon for a character. Because I can tell you right now, there's nothing more frustrating than only having about 70 pulls, and then Hoyoverse obviously announce a character such as this, and everybody's starting to get really hyped about what she does and how she plays and stuff, and then you're there knowing that you've just summoned for a recent character. You're going to lose the next 50-50, and you know that happens. So the plan was to actually summon for Robin on my Sealer account, which I think right now only has like 70 pulls, but it is a guaranteed 50-50. So I'm very happy and very glad that I will be saving through 2.1 to be able to get Robin for 2.2. Now the aspect is if I'm able to save enough to get her light cone, or probably lose and then summon enough to get her light cone. But obviously I think some leaks have come out. Not thorough leaks like beta leaks, but there've been some pictures. From what we know, she's going to be an AoE Harmony character, which is very good, because I feel compared to compared to, not in a bad way, and obviously I know Bronya and Sparkle are very good characters, compared to people like Ruin May, I think the whole being able to buff a team instead of buff an individual, and I mean like multi-buff a team instead of an individual, is way more beneficial than buffing an individual. And the reason why I say that is because I understand the whole advance forward by 50% for Sparkle, advance forward by 100% for Bronya. But if you think of the way the amount of utility that Ruin May brings to the table, due to the fact that when she pops her skill, she's buffing the whole team-wide rotation to make sure that they're able to deal way more damage in terms of every single person rather than just one singular person. I mean, you have Sparkle who buffs the attack of every single person passively, but if you look at Ruin May, her skill buffs everyone, her ultimate buffs everyone, and now we have obviously someone like Robin who's coming, and from what I know or what I've seen is that she's going to be an AoE buffer both for her skill and her ultimate. So I think for anyone who's planning to save for robbing, I think I would suggest yes, save for robbing. If you do not summon for Sparkle like I had suggested, I think 100%, and this is obviously looking at the fact that Acheron and Adventuring are coming out. If you have a Fushuan on your team, so I'm going to make this as clear as possible. If you have a Fushuan on your team, don't summon for Adventuring. If you have a Black Swan and a Kafka in your account, don't summon for Acheron. I'll actually be removing a video later on after I think the stream that's happening on Saturday to kind of give my final thoughts on what account that I want to summon on, because I have two accounts I'm a bit stuck on. One is with Black Swan and Kafka, but then another is with Pella and Silver Wolf. The difference is the Kafka Black Swan account is a guaranteed 50-50, meaning if I summon on that account, I am guaranteed Acheron. But on the Pella and Silver Wolf account, which is the account I want to summon for Acheron, I have about 160 pools that I've saved up, but the problem is it's a 50-50. I might lose the 50-50 and then, have to pull out another 80 of the pools that I've saved up just to get Acheron. So I'm a bit stuck on that part. Obviously, if any of you guys can now kind of give me a heads up, I'll be removing a video later on, obviously closer to the date where Acheron is coming out, to kind of show you where I'm stuck on in terms of what account I want to summon, and maybe you guys can give me some tips and pointers on what you think. But I'd say for Robin, because I know 100% Sam is going to be, it's probably Sam. I think it's either Sam or Firefly, because from what we've seen is that Firefly is sort of like a harmony character, apparently. No, abundance character. So it's either going to be Sam, that's the next drip marketing, or it's either going to be Firefly, that's the next drip marketing. So what I would suggest for anyone who is saving up, use those tips. If you have a Fushuan, don't summon for Adventuring. If you have a Kafka and you have a Black Swan, don't summon for Acheron. I know a lot of people want to summon for Acheron, but trust me, save up. Like I would recommend only summoning for Acheron on an account that is fully built with the Nihility characters, as opposed for summoning for Acheron just for the drip, for the fact that she has drip. Don't do that, because you will lose how your account is structured, and you would rather even wait for the next possible lightning DPS, destruction character, or even hunt character, because there are going to be those types of characters coming out soon rather than later. So yeah, that's what I think. Obviously, we're yet to see what robbing does, but you can rest assured, if I do see anything, I will be giving my 2 cents about it and what I think you should be doing. But one of the major things I think is that 100% we should summon for Robin. The reason why is I've seen some leaks. And I think it's better. Whereas you see with Sparkle, it was very specific. Like if you have a Dan Heng in Bitterlune, like that's the only reason I would have summoned for Sparkle, which I did for that account that it had in Bitterlune. But since she's an AoE harmony character, I don't even care about the specific, obviously physical. I don't care about that. I care about the fact that she's a harmony 5-star character, and the fact that she's AoE is what kicks me. I want that, and I'm going to get it on the Sealer account. But I hope you guys obviously enjoy what's coming up. I think we're going to be getting the next drip marketing tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But hands off, I think it's going to be either Sam or Firefly, or even just Sam as Firefly or Firefly as Sam. We don't know. But with that said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one.